said about y'all. Come on, all the shit they said about us. It's time for us to get out there and show it to them.
What you here for? Strictly business. Yeah. You want a job or get rich? I'm bossed up. 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 Got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low. Rappers turning into rats. Try snitching on themselves. DEA ransack.
The Eagles' game plan, rushing 4 against the Chiefs' offensive line, keeping in 5. That should not have worked.
Make him throw into windows. Make him, if you can get pressure with 3 or 4 and he has to throw into 8 or 7, oh, this game is done.
I'm telling you, follow the recipe.
That front 4 is going to be, if they can control the offensive line like I think they can, this game is not going to be close. It's not. That was last week. What's good? What's popping? Your boys are in the building. Melstradamus and Moostradamus are in the building. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Moolish keeps trying to tell you. DJ Micah B says it. We are the best sports football show there is. Once again, the proof is in the pudding. Did the game go exactly the way we said it, or did it go exactly the way we said it?
Like quite literally, you would have thought we was the script writers.
You thought we wrote the script, right?
That's all I'm saying, man.
We were the Russo brothers for Marvel, like we wrote Endgame.
Come on, because the way we cooked last week, please.
Then it's not even just that, because even the title of the show of will the Super Bowl 2025 be the biggest one yet? And it just so happens to be the biggest one. So I don't know, for those who have been following, we appreciate you. For those new people that are just jumping on and like y'all actually know what the fuck y'all talking about, welcome to the family.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you.
Because one of the comments that I was getting was that, people don't like analytics, like the stuff that we do. Like they don't want to be told the truth. They just want to hear outlandish takes, all that goofiness.
Yep.
Who's TD34? You tapped in? Yes, sir.
Hey, welcome in, man. Welcome in.
Welcome in. And no, like what we do here is we talk football. I'm a football player. Mullich is a football player. This is what we do. This is what we live. So when we give you our breakdowns and how things are supposed to go, hey, 9 times out of 10, that's how it goes.
It quite literally, that's how it goes. Like, we don't be trying to hunt. We don't be trying to toot our own horn. We don't be trying to like gas ourselves up. But fuck that, we do because we really like that. Like, it ain't no other way to put it because we really like that. You know what I mean? So
we like that. I think we might have to call Future and see if we can just get like that as the intro.
We might have to
into the pod.
We might have to. I'm gonna have to tap in with my toxic uncle for the one time. Feel me? So feel me? Let me call my toxic uncle Future one time for the one, and see if he can release them tracks for us. What's up with my boy, man? What's up with my guy? That's my boy, my brother, straight from another. Okay. Trey D in the comments, man. Went to high school with my boy, one of the best running backs to ever come out of Monterey Trail. You know what it is, man.
So you definitely got to come on the show then. That's a must.
Oh yeah, we're working on that. That's coming up. That's coming in real soon.
Okay, so let's get into. You heard everybody else talk about the football, about the Super Bowl game, and how they saw the game and what. But we're going to give you the Inside the Huddle version of this, the real version, the no bullshit. This is straight no chaser version of what happened in that Super Bowl.
Straight uncut.
You saw the intro. We already told you that the defensive line for the Eagles was going to do exactly what they did. We may have got some players mixed up. I said it would be Nolan Smith. Turned out to be Josh Sweat. Moolish nailed it on the head. He got what's the linebacker? Bowen.
Yeah, that boy Zach, man.
Zach Bowen. If you was watching PVT, I was in the comment section. They asked about what Travis Kelce was going to do. I told them in the chat that Cooper was going to have him on handcuffs. Cooper had him on handcuffs.
Hey, shout out to Cooper DG. I don't think y'all understand.
Yep. Shout out to you, my boy.
Because he's doing it at first of all, my man is white. Okay, he is a white man from Iowa. Okay, and he's doing it at nickel.
At nickel.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, he might be black somewhere in there, just somewhere in there.
I mean, we're gonna go with the last name. He probably got family from New Orleans.
Somewhere down the line, dog. I just know he got like a Creole grandma or something, because the cuts and the vision with the I was like, that's a black man, and it's Black History Month, and it's his birthday. You go ahead, brother.
So we got we have our conflict with the facility and Emmanuel Acho and
for sure
Chase Daniels and what's the other one?
SpongeBob with titties. I don't know if she's still on the show, but
no, she got her own show now. She on her own show. Shady.
Oh, isn't that interesting? What a development that is, Joy Taylor.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen that coming at all.
She saw it coming.
Oh, damn. It's like she was the only one. Nobody else at all seen that coming anywhere on television or the internet because she had her titties out. We didn't see that coming at all.
No, we didn't see it.
Congratulations on your new surprising show that nobody's seen coming, Joy Taylor.
Right. Wonder how you got that job.
Crazy.
Or the show. Silence is everything. Silence is everything.
It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. Like I said, congratulations on your show that nobody knew it was coming. It's not like we all didn't know that you had a show planned and was planning on never mind.
Yeah. So, Emmanuel Acho basically was blaming Andy Reid. Said Andy Reid did not do his quarterback any justice by his play calling. Said that they didn't run the ball until they were down 17-0, and that was setting up Patrick Mahomes for failure. Melvin sees it a little differently. I'm going to break down their first 4 possessions. First 4.
Please do.
First possession, first play, 11-yard pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't think you needed to run right there. Second play is what they normally do. Quick screen, Xavier Worthy, picked up a yard. Didn't work out well. Cooper DeJean was on the tackle for that. Third play, incomplete to Travis Kelce. Fourth play, incomplete pass to Hollywood Brown. They had to punt the ball.
Yep.
Okay. That's a typical Kansas City drive, if you ask me.
It is. Very on par with what they do.
Second drive, 5-yard pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. So it's 2nd and 5 right now. They got a 2-yard run, I think it was, or a pass, I can't remember, to Kareem Hunt. So it's 3rd and 3. Incomplete pass to Hollywood Brown. They got to punt the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is Andy Reid's fault. Third drive, 2-yard pass to Noah Gray. 5-yard pass to Kareem Hunt. It's 3rd and 3 again. Incomplete pass to Travis Kelce. Got a punt. Fourth drive, sack, pick 6.
Sack, pick 6. Got it.
How was any of that Andy Reid's fault?
Are they trying to blame him for play call? Can't blame him for play call.
I mean, if you get it, isn't it ideal that you want to be in 3rd and short?
Exactly, right? And you want to run the ball on 3rd and short, right?
I mean, you don't got. The playbook. They tell you that the playbook is open.
Yeah, it's all wide open, quite literally wide open
on 3rd and short. So you can do whatever you want. I think your quarterback should be able to make a 3-yard pass, especially if that quarterback is someone that we're putting into the GOAT conversation of greatest quarterback of all time.
And you would think that, the so-called best team in the league, Chiefs Dynasty, should be able to pick up 3 yards on the run, right? Considering they have, from what I've heard, 2 of the best running backs in the league. That's what I've heard, right? Oh, well, they're 2 of the best running backs in the league. They can just come off the couch and look what they're doing in the Chiefs offense. They can't pick up 3 yards on the ground. Best quarterback in the league can't pick up 3 yards in the air.
Hey, I can't blame Andy Reid. I'm just like,
this is what they told us all year, though, Mel, as fans of other teams. Oh, well, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, and he runs around and he can't pick up 3 yards.
Speaking of all year, didn't we have a whole segment where we were trying to explain to everyone that this was not a 15-2 football team? That this team wasn't as good as their record would tell you. This was an 8-win football team. If you take away the bad calls and the ref stuff, this was an 8-win football team. It should have never been in the Super Bowl. But everybody overlooked the flaws of this team because they were winning games. The Chiefs overlooked their flaws because they were winning games. And I kept saying, the football gods are not going to let us down. I kept trying to tell everybody, they're not going to let us down because the rent always comes due. Always comes due. And I said it was only going to hurt the further along the Chiefs go. Patrick Mahomes has been playing bad football all year. This just wasn't the Super Bowl. This was all season.
I can't wait to expand on that because I'm so glad you said that, Mel. Because everybody sat up there and said, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes waited until the last game of the season, the biggest game, the biggest, grandest stage to play his worst game of football. No, he didn't. Have y'all not? This is the reason why me and Mel come up here on every single Friday and tell y'all don't watch the game of football. And even if y'all do watch the games, y'all don't go back and watch the film of said game. Because if you watch the game, bro, this wasn't even nowhere near close to his worst game.
No, it was not.
Like, are we serious? He's had at least 5 that were worse than that.
Horrible games.
Like, I'm talking about absolutely abysmal. I remember, and it's crazy because I always bring up this point. Everybody wants to compare their quarterback or they compare the standard of quarterback to Patrick Mahomes. Oh, well, they didn't throw for this many yards and this and this and this, and they didn't run for this and throw for this, and they didn't basically put up the same stats that Patrick Mahomes put up. So what happens when Patrick Mahomes is putting up mid to mediocre stats all season and somebody else is putting up better stats? Does that mean that he's still the standard? Because he can't be the standard now. Because now what's the standard? Mediocrity? Is that what you're trying to tell us? The standard is
when they barely beat the daggone the Browns, when he went 19 of 38 for 159 yards.
You mean when they beat the Raiders twice by a combined total of 5 points?
Yeah.
This is the Las Vegas Raiders that they beat by a combined total of 5 points. Come on now. But he played his worst game in the Super Bowl? Mm-mm. Are we serious?
He had
y'all don't watch. Y'all
had
don't watch
a real show. Yeah, like, but this is what happens when people just look at the end result and not what's actually happening. Mm-hmm. We said what we said, and it happened in the Super Bowl because we watched this shit for 17 weeks.
Quite literally.
This was nothing new. And the fact that he went through the playoffs, those first 2 games, and didn't turn the ball over, I said, oh, he due for the Super Bowl. He do. Mm-hmm. And what did he do? He threw 2 picks, 1 pick six, and a fumble.
Like, everybody, y'all, goodness gracious. Like, he threw for 257, three touchdowns and an interception in the Super Bowl. That's like, and people are sitting up here saying he played his best game. Y'all realize that he beat the Niners 28-18 through for 154, had a 59% completion percentage, and threw 200, no touchdowns, through 2 interceptions, dog.
Two.
But they won the game, so he obviously had to have played a great game, right? No.
The Buffalo Bills games when he went.
Oh, just gonna go to that one
for 196, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Talk about it.
This is not new. This was nothing. If you've been watching it, you understood that he was not this. And I've said it. This has been a progression in the downward way of him and his play for the last 3 years. He's just been getting progressively worse.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, Tom Brady was talking about it, but he wasn't mentioning him specifically, but he said what his superpower was and what Peyton's superpower was and what Drew Brees' superpower was, their minds. They were able to see what the defense was doing and react to it that way. They wasn't worried about their physical abilities as far as running outside of the pocket, doing all those things, because they maneuvered the defense and their offense based on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
If they came up to the line and the play was one thing and he couldn't win it, he changed the route, he changed the play, he do what he needed to do to make it work. You know who could not do that? Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Couldn't do it. And I tried to tell when I said he can't read defenses, I was called a hater. I don't know football.
You want to know what's crazy, Mel? They called you a hater. They called me stupid and slow and not knowing the game of football. When the man said it himself, we're not just saying this shit. Like, y'all sitting up here coming at us sideways like we're just spewing, but he said it himself in an interview multiple times with his star tight end by his side. They both told y'all they don't even read defenses.
And what did he say at the end of this Super Bowl? I have a lot of things that I need to work on.
Travis Kelce literally came out in an interview. You can go watch his podcast, bro. You can go watch his podcast. And he'll literally tell you while he's sitting there with his brother. Yeah, me and Patrick Mahomes, we don't even freaking look at the play call. Like, he'll call a play, but we don't even follow it. I'll just go and settle in an open part of the zone, get as many yards as I can, and then we'll just continue to do the same thing.
Yeah. See, the problem with their offense now, and we tried to tell everybody this, that backyard football only works when you got the right pieces. There is no Tyreek Hill. There is no Mecole Hardman. Travis Kelce is older. There is no running game. A lot of the stuff that they used to do, they cannot do because they do not have the personnel. So it does not work. It does not look the same.
They can't. And I've been telling people that for the longest. They don't have an offense. They like to play backyard boogie, backyard bullshit, the schoolyard bullshit football. Okay, I call it Folsom's offense for a reason. Okay, we're gonna call a play for sure, but that's just for the lineman protection, for the lineman to understand what we're doing. Okay, everybody else run the fuck around and get open. That's quite literally the play call. I promise you, because that's all they did. And especially when they had Tyreek. Oh, well, nobody's open. Tyreek's open somewhere down there.
Yeah, because if you noticed, the touchdown to Xavier Worthy was just that. Just run as far as you can. I'm going to throw that bitch.
Bro, he quite literally told him to run as far as you can, as fast as you can, and I'm going to throw it.
That's it.
Desperation throw, because at this point in time, we got nothing to lose. So I'm just going to throw it up.
That's it. It was nothing. They had nothing else in the tank. And all of this, if they would have, the score was 34.
Come on.
To 3. What was it?
Come on.
Some dumb shit.
Some crazy shit, bro. Before they even thought of putting up a freaking, before they even thought of putting up a touchdown.
This game was over by the middle of the third quarter. Done. Over.
Like, not even close.
And, and all of the talk about the three-peat and all that other nonsense. Look, we said it here last week that this did not feel like a dynasty. It was a team that won some championships, but they never felt dominant. You never felt like this team is like you never felt like you never had a chance. Because as much as I bang on Joe Burrow, because I don't think Joe Burrow is that guy, y'all still called Arrowhead Burrowhead.
They did.
Y'all did that. So there was no fear because y'all kept saying, "Oh well, the Chiefs don't want to see Joe Burrow in the playoffs." You still said that.
Yes, they did. Up until really up until fucking the Texans. Up until they played the Texans. That's where everybody was, the Chiefs. Oh, it was just a contest to see who didn't want to play the Chiefs.
Yeah. Like this, they don't feel dominant. And I'm not taking nothing away from them. They won their championships, and their championships are their championships. Mm-hmm. But you didn't feel a sense of you feared the refs more than you feared the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
you definitely did. Like,
you know, and then I'm 100% cool with I mean, not cool. Everything that happened with the Eagles, I appreciate it. I mean, Saquon didn't get off the way we thought he would, but I'm glad Jalen Hurts did what he did.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I said, my boy Taylor was poised for a big game.
Yeah, because when they talk about the best quarterbacks in the league, his name is never mentioned.
Ever.
And I don't care about stats because wins is a quarterback stat for me.
Come on.
And if a guy can go out and win, I don't care how he does it, just go do it. But it's funny, I'm going to bring it all the way back to Emmanuel Acho. We're talking about the running game and all this other nonsense. So you wanted Patrick Mahomes to be a game manager?
Yep. That's exactly what they said.
But what do we always say on the pod? That's what all quarterbacks are. Mm-hmm. You have to manage the game as a quarterback. Mm. See, they want to use it as a curse word when they want to talk about Brock Purdy or, you know, somebody like that. Like they want to use it as a curse word for them. But then in the biggest moments, you're asking your quote unquote GOAT and the best quarterback in the league to become a game manager.
Yep. And do you know why?
Not a game changer like Cam, but a game manager. Go ahead.
And do you know why Patrick Mahomes suddenly stopped going on his rampant interception streak at the beginning of the season? Because he was quite literally throwing an interception a game at the beginning of the season. Like, they turned him into a game manager. They took the ball out of his hands and put it back in his running back hands. Because Isaiah Pacheco was out, they started more Kareem Hunt, started to rotate a lot more running backs. But turn him into a game manager.
And I told y'all, if you watch the games, I got into the biggest argument about it with a Chiefs fan. I said, and this was in the middle of the season, I said the Chiefs run a high school offense right now. That's why I said last week, you got to stop them from going side to side with the jet sweeps and the quick passes because they don't trust Patrick Mahomes to throw the ball downfield.
Yep. And they don't trust their receivers. They ain't trusted their receivers since they had Tyreek.
Mm-hmm. So, and then back to, you know, with everything that happened with the Eagles and that front seven, Josh Sweat had an amazing game. Zach Bond, great game. Cooper DeJean, dope game. That defense did exactly what it was supposed to do. It did exactly what we said. As long as you can get pressure with 3 or 4, Patrick Mahomes is not going to do anything.
Mm-mm. Keep him in that pocket. He can't do shit to you.
You can't because his inability to look and throw people open, he's scared to throw into windows. He's terrified of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not Patrick. I mean, he's not Brady. He's not Peyton. He's not going to sit there and be like, oh, they're in a cloud defense. I can hit this seam route. And you have to see it before it happens so that you anticipate the throw. He doesn't do that. So when he's back there running around and he's getting all these, most of these sacks, they weren't 1, 2, 3, boom, he's getting hit. It was shit, I don't know where to throw the ball. Here comes the defense.
Yep. Let me just break it down quarterbackly, so people can understand. When you get the ball, right? When you get the snap, like Tom Brady says, you don't have a lot of time, right? Even you've seen quarterbacks like Tua break down the time in the play call and routes and stuff like that. So he's getting the play call, he's calling the play. Boom, he's at the line. Said, ready, said, go. Boom, he hikes it. Boom. Now he has 1, 2, 3. In that 3 seconds, he's boom, boom, boom. In his mind, he's nope. Oh shit! Everybody, because them DBs was on clamp mode that day. I don't know. They was drinking that. They was drinking strap up water that day because they said none shall pass. No. And then once you don't have a receiver that can threaten down the field like a Tyreek, like a McCall, oh shit! Now what am I going to do? I don't have the QB prowess to now. Oh, okay. Well, the dig is taken away. The hitch is taken away. If I pump him and move the pocket this way, now I can create space to where I can create an open play. He's open, boop, that can either be a first down, that can be a big play, whatever, etc., etc. He doesn't have the powers to do that.
Nope.
That is what we've been telling y'all all. See, that's what Tom Brady just explained on, what is that, Colin Cowherd's show?
Before I think it was Cowherd, yeah.
Yeah. It's literally explained it before the Super Bowl. I have that prowess. Peyton had that prowess. Even Drew Brees had that. Patrick Mahomes cannot do that. If his guys are locked, he cannot sit there and be like, oh shit, well, I can just point him up the field. And even though I'm not going to throw it to him, I got this guy coming across who I just told to go across because I'm here. Boom, pump. This man is going here. He's going here. Everybody thinks I'm going to the deep shot. I'm really going across the field. That's how a lot of good that's how the legendary quarterbacks' minds work. That's how the Hall of Fame quarterback mind works. Right? That is what they're thinking. That is what we're saying is the difference between a Patrick Mahomes and a Tom Brady and a Peyton Manning, right? Because those guys, their minds operate at a whole different speed than what his is operating. His is, broken play. That is the main goal. And if nobody's open, I'm just going to take a sack. I'm going to run around and hopefully I'm going to get a penalty because I'm going to try to slow up and create some contact that isn't there.
Yep. And, and it's like, we said it, we're gonna keep saying it, and I'm just waiting for like the complete downfall. I'm waiting on it because all these new Chiefs fans and all that, I can't wait for this shit to fall apart for y'all. I can't wait.
You want to know what I find interesting, bro? Because you brought up an interesting point, right? You brought up a really great point. Everybody talks about how Jalen Hurts isn't top 5. He isn't a good quarterback. He isn't this. He isn't that. Blah blah blah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've only seen him get better in every single year that he's been in the league, right?
He's only gotten better since college.
Since college, I've only seen him get better, right? Just looking, and since everybody wants to play, the numbers game, 5 interceptions all season, 68, completion percentage, just very, very accurate, very, very poised in the pocket, and always has his biggest games in the biggest moments. How is that not top 5? How is that even not top 10?
He's a big game hunter. And if you're going to ask me who would I want in a big game, he's one of the quarterbacks I would want in the league today. So it's good for him. I'm glad he got this because it seems like he's been playing with a chip on his shoulder since Alabama because they didn't give him credit when he won there. They brought in Tua, then had to leave, rebuild himself because they said he couldn't be a passing quarterback. So he had to go get with Lincoln Riley in Oklahoma, prove to everybody that he can throw the ball. He wasn't just an athlete playing quarterback. And then when he got drafted to the Eagles, he's not, he's mid, he's not this, he's not that. Everybody kept saying what he's not, but no one said what he was. And that is the dude just wins football games.
He's a winner, and he's a competitor.
Yeah,
like there's no better. And this is the cool part about it, right? Like when you look at the so-called top 10, top 5, Joe Burrow, where's he at?
Home.
Josh Allen.
Home.
We all know, we all love Lamar Jackson at the crib, right? Justin Herbert hasn't even made it out the fucking first round.
Nope.
Like, we got to be real here and have to be transparent with our with how we grade these players, because if y'all gonna sit up here and look at the numbers, okay, sure, right? Let's look at Jalen Hurts' numbers, right? 1-3 the first year he comes in, he takes over for whoever the fuck was playing quarterback at that point in time, right? Next year he goes 8-7. The next year he goes 14-1. They get to the Super Bowl. The next year he goes 11-6. The next year he goes 12. Like, he's constantly getting better, and he's a competitor. Like, he's a guy who, at the end of the day, just wants to, doesn't care about the stats. He don't care if he go out there and throw 300 fucking yards, 400 yards. Did we win the game? Oh, okay. So we won for sure. Oh, okay, bet. Right? Because plays with that type of poise, plays with that type of confidence, plays with that type of competitive nature that I would for surely want on my team. I don't need him to throw for 500 yards every game.
Nope.
He won. We won the game.
Whether you throw for 120 yards or you throw for 550, the end result must be the same for me.
Man, if he had 120 yards but went 12 or 15, oh, what? Oh,
yeah. And everybody made a big deal about, well, he's not getting AJ Brown the ball, he's not getting Devontae Smith the ball, he's not doing this, he's not doing that, because Saquon Barkley was running the shit out of the ball.
You realize that, and that's shit I never understand, because I'm like, y'all are complaining that he's not getting his weapons the ball, but he's getting his weapons the ball because both of them still finished with over 1,000 yards. But yeah, you realize there's a 2,000-yard rusher behind him, though.
Yeah.
That's not just any regular guy. Like, that's a 2,000-yard back.
And Saquon wasn't slow rolling that 2,000. He was breaking 40 yards, 60 yards, 70, boom, 40, 50. He was breaking big joints.
And then on top of that, when you have an offensive line like that,
yeah, and not to mention that, Devontae and AJ both missed like 5 games this year.
Quite literally, right? And it's like when you have an O-line full of dogs, full of beasts like that, you can't just sit back and have them literally playing patty cake. You got to let them eat.
No. When you got offensive linemen laughing as they run blocking,
laughing, hysterically laughing.
Let them do their job.
Let them do their job. That's fun for them. They're having fun. They're like, oh shit, we're running the ball 70% of the time. I don't got to sit up there and oh, this is going to be great.
And then you get to the Super Bowl where the offensive line and the running game was not working. Did AJ Brown didn't? He had a decent game, and Devontae had a decent game, and the tight ends, like they all had. Offenses are supposed to complement each other. Like, if the running game ain't working, we throw the ball. If the passing game ain't working, we gonna run that thing. Like, it's give and take. They're supposed to work symbiotic to one another. It's not we're gonna dominate one way and dominate the other way. No, it's not how we're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's how that's supposed to work.
I didn't see Saquon bitching on the sideline talking about, man, I can't run the ball. No.
Both the receivers scored touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And the crazy stat was Devontae Smith was the first Alabama player to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
That was insane. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because what?
Like, all the Alabama players that have done that, he's the first one.
The first one. That's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the game, bro, I was first and foremost, the first thing I tweeted after, I didn't give a fuck about the penalty because I already knew the refs was gonna be on some bullshit. But I'm like, bro, y'all got that deep ball all night.
And look, we called it. I said, if Saquon break a long ass run and they call it back for a bullshit penalty, the fix is in. But it wasn't Saquon. It was the first drive to pass to AJ Brown that shouldn't have been pass interference, but they called pass interference.
Mm-hmm. And as soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, they got that deep ball all night. Mm-hmm. What happened? Boom. all night. First one, Bow, Jahan Dotson. There we go.
Yep.
We cooking. Let's get it.
Devontae Smith got one. AJ Brown's wasn't long, but it was, still it was going to be a deep ball.
It was going to be a deep ball. Shoot, it was over 20 yards. Hey, we'll take that. And my defense, what I was taught, that's a big play.
Yep. So that was that. Like I said, we're not going to be here all day. It's Valentine's Day. We got shit to do tonight. Not going to keep Moldage away from the wife. So, interesting. Because I said it, that, we said that was the Super Bowl ended up being the highest rated Super Bowl of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been some lies going around. We're going to talk about the halftime show now. We're going to get into it right now. It's been some lies being told, and I'm here anyway. I'm probably going to fight with Moolage on this. So I'm here to set the record straight. Kendrick Lamar did not have the highest rated halftime show, technically. What I mean by that is they're giving him, saying it was him, but all of the reports that I read from Billboard and CBS and Fox Sports, the Super Bowl opened up with a 1 million, it's like 126.5 million views. It peaked at 137.7 in the second quarter at 8 o'clock. That had nothing to do with Kendrick Lamar. I think more people tuned in to watch the Chiefs lose. Not saying no one tuned in for Kendrick. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they heard that, oh, the Chiefs are down how much? Let me go see what's happening. And they popped up.
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Either way, I love it. I'm not going to lie. I don't even care. If you came for the halftime show, bet. If you came to see the Chiefs get their ass whooped, even bigger bet, because I loved every second. Okay, I loved it.
This is, like I said, this is where the show is going to have a divide. This is where the divide happens in the show. Everybody, you should know when we got a whole nother thing that I know we keep teasing it. We keep saying we got to do it, but I promise you we really got to do it because this would have been the perfect topic for it. Like I said, Melvin, when this whole thing kicked off between Drake and Kendrick, I didn't give two F's about neither one of them. I wasn't a fan of Kendrick. I wasn't a fan of Drake. I was just here for rap beef. I was like, just give it to me and I'm gonna eat it up. Somewhere along the way, I became a Drake fan. And it was mostly because he was getting jumped and he needed help. So I lend my light-skinned alliance to Drake. So, with that being said, the Kendrick Lamar halftime show was ass. It was not good. Not good at all. I didn't like the song set, but I did get some answers to why he didn't play certain songs. And it makes sense. You know what? I probably should have... No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to say I can just pull the video up. But I guess there is a contractual thing with TDE. They own the rights to certain songs. And he wasn't going to do that. So, hey, it is what it is. Either way, that set was trash. Go ahead.
Okay. Laptop is tripping. Sorry, Wi-Fi keep is going wild over here. But honestly, bro, I mean, like I said on Friday, if you don't, rock with, the artist, then obviously you're probably not gonna like the show. Excuse me if I'm reacting. I'm watching boxing right now. Keyshawn Davis is about to fight. But yeah, if you're not a fan, then shoot, yeah, you're not a fan, and that's the thing. The thing I think the difference is, or the disconnect tends to be where a lot of people like you or like even DJ Michael B, the conversation that we had last night or on Gentleman's Talk on Wednesday. Make sure you guys go tap in with that episode. That was a really fire episode. But I think a lot of people, the disconnect comes from when somebody says they don't like something, there will be a person that might challenge their point or might ask the reason why they don't like it.
Right.
And like DJ Michael B, you'll have specific points as to why you may feel the way you feel, right? Other people will just try to, like, I guess, deflect off of it as like, oh, well, you're trying to force me to like something that I don't like. And it's just like, nah, I just want to just ask specifically why you didn't like it. And it's like, you gave ample reasons. Oh, well, the song set, I really didn't like the song set. Like DJ Michael B, he was like, the energy was low. Like, I got
videos that kind of like describe how I felt about it. I'm gonna go to one right now.
Kendrick's performance at the Super Bowl was mid, and here's why. Out the gate, he committed a cardinal sin, which is performing a song that we ain't heard. You didn't think you wanted to kick it off with something we're more familiar with, something high energy to set the tone for the rest of this. Man, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing it. And another thing, who do I blame for you sounding the way that you sounded? Was it your fault or was it the sound guy? I also couldn't tell if SZA was singing or lip syncing. Then half the time I could barely understand Kendrick, and the other half he was running out of breath. You on the world's biggest stage. You didn't think clarity was important? Man, fuck, I ain't doing this shit. I ain't doing it, man. And another thing, how do you not bring one person out from the city to perform? No Juvenile? Hell, Master P was literally in the building. You mentioned culture more than Vin Diesel mentions family, but you didn't want to have any type of New Orleans representation. Man, you know what? I'm done. They glazing. Drake would never.
Now, that was another part of it where it was like, he hollers about culture. And you didn't have any of the culture there. None of it. Like, you didn't represent New Orleans. And outside of Serena Williams crip walking, what did you do for Compton? It's kind of odd. Like, I felt like you had the pop-out tour. You could have brought some of those people on to get the exposure or whatever it may be. Like, there was a lot of things that you could have done. The one thing that I thought, especially I think where he dropped the ball, like if everybody's talking about messaging and all the blackness that was on display, you had the song with SZA that was on the Black Panther soundtrack. You could have did a whole tribute to Black Panther and Chadwick Boseman. You didn't do that. Like, there's a lot of things that I would have, if he's about that, if he's really going to ingratiate himself to be that type of person, there's 1,000 ways you could have went outside of, quote unquote, showing, the prison aspect and promoting gang culture. My personal opinion, like I said, music and art is all subjective.
No, most definitely. And that's the most beautiful thing about this, right? Like, everybody's going to have the way they feel about it. Like I said on a video on TikTok a few days ago, like, when performing, you have to take into the crowd. Like, you have to take the crowd into effect. And honestly, right now, the biggest artist out of New Orleans is not a hip hop artist. It's a country artist. Mm-hmm. So it's like, what are the odds of Kendrick really bringing out a country artist in New Orleans?
Well, I don't think it had to be the biggest artist. I think some people I think the argument that a lot of people were having during this whole halftime thing was, what was the right thing to do? There was the message, and then there's, why are you there? I'm looking at it as, I don't think that the Super Bowl was the place to have a message, if that's what you wanted to do. I don't think that. I think the Super Bowl becomes a celebration of who you are and the artist you are and why they chose you to be there.
Yeah, that makes sense. And, like, for some people, they take it as that opportunity. And, other people take it as an opportunity to put on a show and send a message to, the masses in the way they wish to send it. I think a lot of people are too focused on, the message and, he's trying to speak subliminally and all that extra shit. Like, yeah, bro, the message, we understand the message. It's Black History Month. He's obviously making a point. But, like, I think with just understanding me, just me personally understanding music, understanding crowd, right? If people are, the main argument I heard was, oh, well, he was in New Orleans, so he should have brought a New Orleans artist and out of New Orleans artist. There's no, I'm telling y'all right now, go. I don't know if people looked, I don't know if y'all watched, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but look into that crowd and tell me one person that's gonna want to hear back that ass up by a freaking Juvenile.
No, but see, it's not a
Hot Boys and Lil Wayne.
But I bet you there was a bigger portion of the people there that knew Back That Ass Up and knew the Hot Boys than they did anything on GNX.
But you can't actually. I really don't think that's true, because the only reason why I say that is because GNX is in rotation now, right? Like that is what's being played now. So,
but listen,
people may be more in tune to know a few of those tracks than, like I said on it, like I said on the video, people may be more in tune to know a few tracks from GNX because they're in rotation now and on radio now than a Backseat Freestyle, a Mad City, freaking even Swimming Pools. Like, you have to perform what's in rotation now. And Kendrick, I'm not too biased enough to admit this, right? Kendrick is not on the level to where he has classics that he can perform in the eyes of that crowd to where everybody knows, like a Prince, like a Michael Jackson, like a Beyonce, like an Usher.
That's what you just said was the reason why it was a bad idea to have Kendrick perform at the Super Bowl. That was always my biggest thing. I said he is a star, he's not a superstar, and he doesn't have the catalog to perform at the Super Bowl because everybody does not know his songs. They just don't, and it's not a slight at him. I've been called the hater 3 times Sunday because I say these things. I'm just like, that's the biggest point, though. That's the biggest point right there. And that's the reason why everybody talking about the track list and the song list. I'm like, he has to play what's in rotation because DNA, that's still in rotation. Humble is still in rotation. A lot of the tracks from GNX are still in rotation. So obviously a lot more people are more inclined to know those ones than some shit from freaking You Ain't Got a Lie to Kick It or off TPAP or freaking We Gonna Be Alright off T. Like, they don't know those songs, you guys. That was my main point that I was trying to make. I'm like, you guys gotta understand what y'all asking for. And if y'all thought motherfuckers was gonna be confused, then like if he came out there with the yacht, I promise you everybody gonna be sitting there like, what the fuck is this nigga up here doing? Well, they were sitting there like that anyway. But that was the whole point. I think that's why, and this is what when people was talking about, oh well, Lil Wayne this and the one thing that wasn't going to happen was Lil Wayne was definitely going to put on the show. I'm going to tell you that right now. That crowd would have went nuts with Lil Wayne because they all know Lil Wayne songs. Because Lil Wayne is a superstar. And he has the collabs where he can bring out other people. He could have brought out Cash Money. He could have brought out the Young Money Squad. He could have brought out Master P, Boosie. He could have did so much shit he could have did exactly what Usher did when Usher brought out her, when he brought out Alicia Keys, when he brought out Lil Jon. That's what he could have did.
The only problem I have with the Wayne thing, right? And this is the only thing I have with the Wayne thing. Wayne is a superstar, yes. Everybody knows how I feel about Lil Wayne. My favorite artist of all fucking time, okay? Like, I literally rank him number 1. But he is not and I've been to over 10 Lil Wayne concerts.
No, I'm sorry. I was in when he was in Vegas, we went to go, he fucked that club up. He had everybody going crazy.
The club for sure. And I've seen him in the club as well. He's better in the club atmosphere than he is in a more of a stadium and a more of an outside or more of a large venue atmosphere. Trust me, Mel. You know how I feel about Wayne, dog. Me and you have argued Wayne or Jay-Z for legitimately hours. But my guy is not a good performer. I've seen him in a Drake versus Lil Wayne tour, and you know how I feel about Drake. Drake watched him.
Well, Drake's an entertainer, though. But Drake's an entertainer though.
But that's my thing though. Especially with people have to understand the Wayne that they're asking for now. This isn't the Wayne from 2008. This isn't the Wayne from 2011, 2010. This is a different Lil Wayne. This Lil Wayne, if you watch, just go back to his WrestleMania performance just last year.
Well, I'm saying when I saw him, it was just a couple months ago. This was back in like, when was Trevor's birthday? May?
Like just last year. It wasn't good. That's my thing. And a lot of people wanted to point to him coming out with the Fugees and him dropping the freestyle on stage. I'm like, bro, that's not a show that he headlined himself. You guys have to understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Wayne isn't a superstar and that he can't perform. But with that type of crowd, with him not having, because he was supposed to drop an album this year in order to go along with the Super Bowl so that he can be picked to perform. He didn't drop an album. So now he would have to go out and perform a 6 foot, 7 foot in a milli and stuff like that.
But but I think most people, not all, I'm just saying most people, they go to get that nostalgic feeling. So they want to listen to the older shit. Usher played all his old shit and then dropped the new shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's my main point, right? Like, you can drop the new shit if you have it to go along with the old shit. Wayne don't got no new shit right now.
I don't think he needs new shit.
He does. Unfortunately, he does.
I don't think because Beyonce didn't drop nothing new when she performed. She dropped her new album right after the Super Bowl.
But she premiered one of her new songs, the biggest song on that damn album, Formation.
Formation was already out though.
But was that not the biggest song on that album?
Yeah.
And she came out and she played that, it was out, and that was a song that was in rotation, so everybody knew it, so everybody was more inclined and everybody was excited to hear it. What I'm saying about Wayne is, if you don't have a song, if you don't have a selection of songs that you have dropped in recent news, then everybody is just going to be waiting on the old songs, and it's not going to hit the same, especially with that crowd. I'm not saying that Wayne can't go in there and kill a show, but with that specific crowd, that's not a hip hop crowd. That's a Macklemore crowd. That was a YouTube,
but those people, I honestly believe those people listen to Lil Wayne.
I don't, trust me. I promise you, they do not. I promise you, they do not. Especially if you think about current Wayne, or even Wayne from a few years ago. You're talking about Carter 5 Wayne.
He came out with that shit he did with Bobby Valentino.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you,
he'd have cooked that set.
I'm trying to tell you, they would have been sitting up there looking like, why is this nigga sitting up here wailing? Because I told DJ Mike to beat us last night. If Drake comes out and he does push-ups and he does Family Matters and he does God's Plan and he does Hotline Bling, everybody gonna go crazy to God's Plan, Hotline Bling, but there's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers in there like, why the fuck is this nigga on stage doing push-ups?
I don't think Drake does push-ups. Drake got too many hits for that.
You see what I'm saying? But because those songs are more in rotation right now, and people he wouldn't
even touch them.
He took them off. He took them off. But
no, I'm just saying. I just think if Drake was doing it,
if the show was on the other foot, you know, what
Drake
I mean?
would have been. Drake would have been out there cooking. He would have been dropping.
But even then, like Drake, even the stature of Drake, he would have to perform songs like with 21 or songs that he would have to drop along with. Because like I'm saying, that crowd wasn't.
Nigga, could you imagine? Just imagine Drake and Cole performing first-person shoot at the Super Bowl.
Like that crowd would have looked at them like.
No, they would have. Drake's too big for that. They all listen to Drake. You can't.
No, but not first-person shooter though.
Yes, they do.
Not that crowd.
It can't be. It can't. That record doesn't do the numbers that it does if they didn't listen to it.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying though. Like I'm saying, like that song for surely has done numbers, most definitely. But with the younger crowd, with the teenagers, with the kids that are 17 to 26, 27. That is where the song does numbers, not with that Super Bowl. I promise you, dog. Trust me. This ain't even no hating type shit. This is just me being real. That song does not do numbers with that crowd. He can go, and this is the reason why he can go and drop a he's in Australia right now, right?
Yeah. This is another thing I want to touch on about the whole Kendrick thing with the, him, like who's this? Like TD34. Like getting invited to do the Super Bowl off of one song is nasty work. Like nasty work. Like he got there because of the beef. I totally understand that. And then because I think Kendrick kind of diminished himself. This is my personal opinion. Because you took the biggest stage that you were given and you made it about somebody else. That's what you did. You made it about Drake, and you should have never gave him that light. You should have just, if you want to do GNX and all that shit, do all that. You want to do a song with SZA and bring out some other people, cool. Don't even mention Drake. Don't do it. Because now they're not talking about you. It's about him. And everything that they're talking about you has been negative. For the most part. I know there's positive and negative, but I'm just saying for the most part, it's about, oh, he did not like us and he said this. And did you see what I'm like? I wouldn't have did. Me personally, I wouldn't have did.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And it's just like that's the reason why I'm saying, like, with that type of crowd, you have to understand who you're performing for, right? And the reason why I say with that crowd, I'm not saying that Drake can't come out with a regular show and kill it, but with the ticket holders, with the people who bought the tickets, if you look at the demographic, if you look at the numbers, that's that Drake. I'm sorry, and that goes for any artist. That goes for Drake. That goes for SZA. That type of crowd.
But then that doesn't make any sense because that's like saying nobody should perform at the Super Bowl.
No, and that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, like, when you have specific crowds, understand that you're going to get specific reactions to songs that motherfuckers probably know or they have probably heard of it, but they're not big fans like the younger crowd, like the people outside of the stadium, like the people at home, like the people on YouTube, etc., etc.
But look at the Super Bowl in LA.
Same
you
thing.
You had Drake, you had Snoop, you had 50, you had Mary.
Same thing. But the critiques were the same though.
No, it wasn't. The only critique was Kendrick.
The critiques from what I heard, they were the same.
I rewatched it just because I want to get the feel of how that Super Bowl really was and how the difference. Like when the second they heard Snoop's voice, the crowd went crazy. The second Drake came on, they went nuts. When 50 and Mary was going, the crowd was crazy. And then Kendrick came on and it was silent because he did We Gonna Be All Right. It's not a stadium song. It don't matter where you at. 50 play in the club, you turn it up. It don't matter.
This is true, but that's the reason why I'm saying 50 can do that. Snoop can do that. Mary can do that. Dre can do that. Kendrick can't do that. I'm sorry, Drake can't do that.
Drake is bigger than everybody you just mentioned.
Drake, but he has to play specific songs that
Drake's gonna do that. Drake is used to playing arenas, but Drake is used to playing arenas.
Like he has to go out there and play Astroworld. He has to go out there and play God's Plan because they know that specific crowd. They know that they know those tracks.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Drake can do that. So when Drake, if Drake was to come out there and he God's Plan and I'm trying to think like the big joints.
Yeah,
like
God's
even for
Plan, Hotline Bling.
Even if Hotline Bling, even if he does some of his collabs with, with a Wayne or with a Nicki, like there's so much shit in his bag that the set would have been crazy. That's why Usher's was so crazy. He had too much in his bag, and his catalog was so.
because even with Usher, when he brings out a her and she kills the goddamn guitar solo, everybody's like, oh, who is this girl? Who is this girl? It's like, obviously you don't know who the fuck she is, but like if you're paying attention and if you're in the music world, obvious, like him bringing that out, him bringing her out, that's really big. And the reason why I'm saying the reason why I'm saying that Drake, Kendrick, Wayne, any of these new artists, right? They have to perform their biggest hits. They can't perform the rotational hits that the teenagers, that the young adults, the guys that 100%. The shit that we're listening to, they have to perform those hits because that crowd, they know those ones. They don't know the shit that he's on all the dogs. They don't know the shit that he's doing with 21 Savage because they looking at what the
they
fuck
do know.
That's
the thing, but they listen to 21 Savage. That album doesn't do what it did if they're not listening to it.
But not that crowd though. That's my only point. Like not that crowd. Like specifically that crowd though.
But even if we take that, Drake has enough of a commercial catalog that he would have set the Super Bowl on fire. Because like but you know what? We're going to find out real soon because he's performed at the World Cup in 6 months.
And he's supposed to be performing at WrestleMania too. So but like I said, he would have to come out and perform a specific set list.
Yeah, he's gonna play all the hits.
And that's my main point. A lot of people, I'm not talking about his song, I'm not talking about his performance. I'm talking about the crowd that was in attendance at the Super Bowl, which just so happened to be very, very, very wealthy, rich white people. Okay. And they don't, and I'm trying to tell y'all, outside, I know, contrary to belief, they don't listen to Drake and 21 Savage. I'm sorry,
but even if it's not Drake and 21,
and it's like, that's my point though.
It'll be all the other shit. Like it'll
exactly, and he'll kill it with all the other shit. He gonna kill it with God's Plan. He gonna kill it with Hotline Bling. He gonna kill it with Astro World. You know what I'm saying? He gonna absolutely demolish that shit because they know it. The white people, they've been in the club turning up, drinking hella motherfucking beer and snorting Molly to that shit. They know that shit for sure. Even the rich white people that's in attendance at the Super Bowl, they know it. But he can't play all the dogs. He can't play If You're Reading This Is Too Late. I'm sorry, even though that's a dope ass album, he can't play it. He had to play one dance for views.
Look, he could have did one dance. He could have came out with I mean, granted, I don't know how the beef would have went, but he could have came out to Rihanna, did work. Like he could have done a bunch of shit. Like what else? Shit, me personally, I would have brought Chris Brown and did No Guidance.
Yeah, see, he can play No Guidance, right? But all I'm saying, what I'm saying is, right, is he can't come out and play shit he can't come out and play Rich Flex. He can play that. He can play Hold On, We're Going Home, right? Yeah. They still play it on the radio today. Yeah. So he can play that. He can't come out and play Rich Flex, bro. That's my main point. Like for that crowd, he can't come out and play Rich Flex. He can't come out and play On BS. He can't come out and play Falling Back or Text Go Green. Like them white people's gonna look at him like, what the fuck is you up here talking about, big dog? But if he goes up there and plays a God's Plan or a Hotline Bling or Astro World, they gonna be up there turning the fuck up for sure. Just like the crowd turned up for a little bit when Kendrick Lamar dropped DNA and Humble, because those are his two biggest fucking tracks that still play on the goddamn radio that even rich white people know, right? And then when he goes back to GNX, they're like, I kind of heard this a little bit, but it's only because I heard my kids listening to it. So I only know like a little bit, but I don't really know it. You feel me? So it's like, obviously, yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm saying, like, for the crowd itself, a lot of these artists are going to have to pick specific tracks because anybody gonna go in there and they gonna try to play their new shit or they gonna try to speak, and they gonna look at them niggas like, what the fuck is you up there doing? What you up there doing? Just like everybody looked at Kendrick when he dropped Bodies, first song, right? First song. A lot of people was like, you should have dropped some shit that people knew. If you're not on Twitter, if you don't follow Kendrick on YouTube, you don't know Bodies, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're a Kendrick fan, you do know Bodies. But a whole bunch of niggas was looking at him like, Why is this nigga standing on top of a GNX rapping about nigga dead bodies and shit? What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Right, and it's like, and I guess the biggest thing from this, and I hopefully they'll fix it next year, and I'm pretty sure that they will. And we're gonna start the petition to make sure Chris Brown does Super Bowl next year,
immediately, right now.
But nah, like you need it. And this is, like I said, this is not a slight at Kendrick, and I don't know why I gotta keep saying that, but he does not have the global impact or the catalog to do the Super Bowl. And that's not a slight at him. He has a dope fan base and he's getting there. But to do the Super Bowl, it takes people years to build up that type of credit, like that type of catalog. You got to have massive hits.
Yeah.
Like when Bruno did it, Bruno was knocking them out. Like Bruno was going.
And if you liked it, sure. I liked it. I loved it. Absolutely adored it. Right. Mel obviously feels how he feels. Even DJ Mike could be in the comments. He feels how he feels. Right. But like, to me, it's like to do the Super Bowl for that type of crowd, you have to have classics that go back 10, 15, damn near 20 years that is still on rotational and radio play right now. Because if you don't have that, I'm sorry to tell you, there's going to be a whole bunch of people in that crowd just or looking at you like you crazy, like I don't know what the fuck this nigga doing up there.
Right, man. Because this is literally like kind of like what happened. That's literally what niggas was doing.
Because a lot of people were looking at it like, yeah, I don't really know what the fuck this nigga. I don't know who he is. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I've never heard of this dude. A lot of people don't know that shit. And it's like even in that video, right? He talking about Lil Wayne. It's like Lil Wayne is gonna have to do. He's gonna hear 6 foot, 7 foot in the milli, big dog. Because
but that's the
there and dropped anything else. You was going. I'm telling everybody would be like, what the fuck is Lil Wayne talking about? What song is this?
Yeah, but he's got like the thing is, he just got the hits, like, and that's I think that was the bigger. Everybody tuned in because they wanted to really see, was he going to do this?
I hate you like I'm young. You better ever go to Cell Block 1. They talk to him and they in love. Just make sure you have your little sister problem.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing right there. Like a lot of people were expecting him to do one thing and expecting it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really didn't care. But the thing I'm trying to make is I'm like, Wayne, y'all talking about this Wayne thing and him bringing Nola and he's in New Orleans, bro. What's the last I always ask people this. What's the last song that Wayne got that really got heavy radio play like that? What's the last album that's really heavy rotation?
I don't think it's about being relevant in the current moment. I just think that's
not what I meant. I always ask that question because a lot of people are gonna sit up there and be like, "Oh, well, that's exactly my point, bro." He's going to have to play 6 foot, 7 foot. He's going to have to play a million. He's going to have to play freaking bedrock.
Prince played like all those. Nigga played Purple Rain.
Yeah, like he's going to have to do that crowd and then there's going to be a whole bunch of people. Oh, why did he play stuff from this? Why did he play stuff from this? Why did he bring? Because that crowd don't know that. That's why. And yeah, Wayne do got hits for sure, but he not recent hits that specific crowd.
Yeah, I think most of the people that's going to be there grew up on Lil Wayne.
I don't think so. I think most of the people that were there grew up on Billy Ray Cyrus. No. If you know what I'm talking about.
No. That's disrespectful.
There wasn't a lot of young people that was at that Super Bowl.
There's never young people there. It's older people. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said they grew up on Lil Wayne.
I don't think they did. Because if you can't tell me one track off No Ceilings, which most motherfuckers gonna look up like, what do you mean No Ceilings? Then you can't tell me about Lil Wayne. Because most of them don't even know. Most of them don't even know no ceilings, bro. And I'm like, Nick.
But that's not what they're gonna go there for. They're gonna go there for Lil Wayne. Okay, hold on. Well, now true. Wayne could have brought out Jello, and they could have did the Tweaker remix. Could have did that. But you're gonna get. I don't know if he plays Mr. Officer, but I think that's what it was. So. Yeah, that's the one with Bobby Valentino.
Yeah, I don't think like, and that's all I'm saying. Like,
definitely would have did Motto. Like probably would have did Forever.
I don't know because he would have to bring out Eminem.
I thought Kendrick would have brought Wayne out for them to do Mona Lisa, but they didn't.
I was hoping that, but Wayne said he didn't go.
Yeah, because Kendrick had no plans on bringing his ass out. Mr. Carter,
he's not going to do Lollipop because Static Major died. So I mean,
no, they could have played. They could just played the hook.
Could have just played the hook, but you know how he be and stuff like that.
You could have did Stunting Like My Daddy brought Birdman out. They could have did Fireman.
I don't know if he's bringing Birdman out though.
For the Super Bowl, they would have did it.
You know, they still got that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's so many. He's got enough shit that it would have popped off.
And that was my only point that I'm trying to make to these Lil Wayne people who talking about, bring out Lil Wayne. I'm like, bro, y'all realize that you're not gonna hear anything off of Collie Grove. You're not gonna hear anything off of fucking the Carter 5. You're not gonna hear anything off of Funeral or Trust Fund Babies. Like, why are y'all dropping these track lists? Like, y'all are finna hear these things coming out. No, he's finna go up there and perform Don't Stop.
Shit, motherfucker would have played. I mean, if he would have, Wayne could have came out and did 3-peat. It would have been.
I don't know. I almost got kicked out of school for that song.
I mean, if Kendrick can go up there and sing about a pedophile, Lil Wayne can do 3-peat.
No, man. I don't know. That song legitimately almost caused me some problems in school, dog. I don't know how not like us is hitting in the schoolyard nowadays, but
it's hitting in the schoolyard. Little kids are singing.
3-peat was doing Diamond in my speakers, and dog, when I tell you, man, teachers was not fucking with me. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like there's so. I mean, like I said, it's Duffel Bag Boy. Come on, if it came out the Duffel Bag Boys. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
I don't know if he can do Duffel Bag Boy. That's a hood classic for sure.
I think he can do
I don't know if the white people know it like that, man. Because how many white people know that Titty Boy is 2 Chainz?
Yeah, Uproar definitely. Uproar definitely.
Uproar's a good one. Uproar's a good one for sure. Uproar's for sure a good one. Yeah, he gonna have Swiss Beats up there, Harlem Shaking and whatnot.
Yeah, like it's like I said. I just think we could have gotten a better situation than what we had, and it is what it is. This is no hate. I don't. It is what it is. It's
well, y'all know me. I loved it. Shout out to my boy K-Dot.
Fuck that nigga.
That's the male. You always gotta play the opposite side.
I gotta do it, especially in this situation. There's an OVO male. I'm gonna put that on the other side.
Yeah, and it's TDE move, so you already know how we doing.
Right. Okay. Super Bowl is done. Halftime is done. We're moving on to next season. We're gonna wrap this up in another 15, 20 minutes. Give me some moves you think some teams need to do so that they can represent themselves in the Super Bowl next year.
I will just tell you. Actually, hold on, wait, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna fuck all these other extra teams, okay? Because I'm tired of talking about everybody else. Okay, look here, Las Vegas.
You think the Rays can get them by next year?
Listen to me loud and clear. Nah, I'm not even saying that because I just been hearing some whispers and some murmurs and shit, and these niggas about to piss me off. Okay, check this out. First and foremost,
T-Pain would definitely go crazy at the Super Bowl.
And I don't know why he was trying to down, because I seen him on TikTok and I seen him on Twitch, and he was trying to downplay himself like he wasn't going to rock the show. T-Pain, you can go
T-Pain would go crazy at the Super Bowl.
But Las Vegas, Tom Brady, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off this offseason, okay? If you trade away Max Crosby, first and foremost, I will riot.
No.
I will fucking riot. Second off, don't sign Sam Darnold nor Aaron Rodgers. I will fucking riot. Do you understand me now? I will literally go there and I will burn some down. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna burn down, but I'm gonna burn some down. And it's in Vegas and it's gonna be hot, so it's not gonna be hard. Okay. Second or third, fourth, fifth. I don't care what number I'm on. Sign Myles Garrett, goddammit. The hell we doing?
That's what I said.
Sign Myles Garrett and then go out there and get these Denzel Ward as well. and let's get this money, man. Stop playing with me and draft a quarterback.
Shador.
Easily. Come on. Come with it.
Shador.
Come on with it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I did hear that the Jets were looking at bringing in Sam Darnold, and Aaron Rodgers is being pressed by the Cowboys, which is fine. Y'all can do both those things. I don't care about none of that.
Now, Jerry Jones, if you do this, I really hope you get roasted into a heart attack. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I know that's harsh. I know that's cruel. You might think that, but I really hope you get roasted into a heart attack if you sign that man Aaron Rodgers. I promise you.
No, but Miles he wants to trade.
Miles, he want to trade though.
Miles wants to trade.
So,
he did say it would be nice to play in Washington, and that would be insane if he goes to Washington.
That. And that would be absolutely cheating. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
By the way, Keyshawn Johnson did win his fight, so shout out to Keyshawn Johnson. Or Keyshawn Davis. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, I think the Ravens got to make a move. They need a legit number one wide receiver.
Easily.
Legit number one wide receiver.
Right now.
I'm not D-Hop. DeAndre. Not DeAndre. I'm Devontae. That other nigga. Okay? If you are listening and you want to compete for a Super Bowl, go to Baltimore. Do that. Okay? All that other stuff, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Take less money, go to Baltimore, help Lamar win this Super Bowl.
I mean, you might as well go ahead and.
If you lucky, y'all can probably run it back 2 or 3 times. Go to Baltimore.
With that roster, I wouldn't doubt it.
Like, go to Baltimore. And like I said, like Denzel Ward, go to Baltimore. I know it's kind of sacrilegious for you to go over there and do that, but they need another corner on that side. Go do that.
Patrick Queen did it. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Who else? Texans, Michael B said it. I would really look into getting some more pieces on that offensive line and just staying healthy. I just think health was their biggest issue. Because Nico got hurt. You lost the other receiver for the season. Joe Mixon was out for a bit. Like there was just, there was a lot of injuries going on with that Texans. Get that Texans injury shit together. Maybe get a guard and another guard. Boom. I think the Texans are dangerous with that defense, that offense. I think they're gonna be a problem. Same thing goes for the Packers. We talked about them last week. Mm-hmm. It's just health with them. It's just health.
Yeah, staying healthy. Honestly, as long as they can stay healthy. If I could talk about one team other than my Raiders, obviously, I would want to see. Let me see. I would want to see. Give me Cooper Kupp, but I don't want him to go. I don't want him to go to just any team, right?
Yeah, because I did hear Matthew Stafford to the Giants. Like, that's a real thing.
I heard Matthew Stafford to the Raiders.
Only if we draft like Shador and we got hit and we can draft if we can't get Shador and we get Matthew Stafford, if Jackson Dart is the backup and we can groom him, then I'm cool with that.
I was going to say you have to go Jackson Dart or Kyle McCord after that.
Yeah.
Either one of those boys, get them behind Matt Stafford, and you got money.
Yeah,
but
I'm cool with that.
I would want to see. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that Devontae, right? I like Devontae in Baltimore, but I like that idea. Take less money, bring in a Cooper Kupp.
Ooh, Cooper in Baltimore.
Cooper in Baltimore with Tay. You can have Bates. You can have Bates and you can have Bate.
Was Zay Flowers in Bate? That'd be nasty.
That would be disgusting. With Bates and Zay in the slot, Tay and Coop outside. Oh,
no, you got to put Coop at the slot.
I mean, either way, you can, and that's the beauty part about it because you can interchange Zay and Coop all day long.
That'd be disgusting.
Disgusting.
Or
because we know Zay can play outside.
Or do this. seeing that, I said it, but seeing that Bieniemy is in Chicago, I can see Cooper going out to Chicago.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because if you want to put him in like an offense where he can get off, where the hell is Hunter Renfrow?
Man,
like
this is why Josh McDaniels. This is why I will forever hate you
for life. You
ruined a.
You made Darren Waller retire and Hunter Renfrow disappeared.
Bro, there's an APB out for my boy Hunter. Okay, we don't know where he is. He's probably outside selling car insurance somewhere because you ruined his football dreams and career. Okay, we need him back in the game of football.
You did, and we do. But I'm intrigued. Actually, I'm. That was one of the. Oh, wait a minute! I forgot we got Chip Kelly.
Oh yeah, we did sign a Chip Kelly. That's right. That is right. Yeah, we did sign Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is a Raider. We'll take that. Yeah. Thank you, Ohio State. Appreciate you for that one.
Yeah. So that Bear offense is going to look really good. I'm intrigued to see what that offense looks like. They still got to get some offensive line help, but Eric Bieniemy with those weapons, I think is going to be really good.
Eric in Chicago with Caleb.
Yep.
I think that gets different, man.
Yeah. I think it's real different.
I think it gets
because
good.
Y'all saw what happened with Jaden Daniels and
Mr. Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Mm-hmm.
Now you give Caleb Eric Bieniemy. Get a little nasty. Now you bring Shador in with
the Raiders.
Hey, fireworks.
With Shador? Oh, wow. Ain't that beautiful? That just sounds gorgeous.
Yeah. Look, man. This is Chip Kelly and Shador sounds really good. Bieniemy and Caleb sounds really good wherever they know what Kingsbury and Jaden Daniels did. Next season can be very promising for these young quarterbacks.
Yes, it can.
If, like I said, I'm assuming that the Raiders are going to draft Shador. That's just my hope.
As it is mine.
I'm trying to speak it into existence. If they can get Shador, Scatterbo, and one or two of these wide receivers, hopefully they can get Will Shepherd and bring Will Shepherd along with Shador.
Yeah.
And somebody else. Oh yeah. And we get Shiloh.
We cooking. Who didn't get invited to the combine? Which y'all fumbled the bag. But I'm not even worried about it because my boy's gonna go crazy at the pro day.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool.
Ain't even worried about it. He's gonna go crazy at his pro day. He don't need all them distractions anyway. Don't need all these tabloids and stuff like that trying to come up with narratives just based off a stupid combine. So
speaking of tabloids, shout out to my boy Shador. Curbing Angel eyes far apart Reese. Good job, man. Your father raised you well. I like that. It's not rude. I'm sorry. Did your wife hear that? I'm sorry.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And she missed him she missed him anyway, so it don't matter.
I was gonna say her shooting percentage.
And she missed the close ones too.
Her shooting percentage is quite low.
All right.
Both from close range and far range. That shot was way out of your caliber.
That was you weren't in the gym for that one. Like you were outside on that.
Cool. Yeah. I would suggest going to another gym.
And it's crazy because she was the one who said that she's not dating nobody unless they 6'7". So last time I checked, Shador is not 6'7".
Hey, yeah, like I said, man, you know what I mean? There's some. Oh man, you missed 100% of the shots. You don't, man. Shout out to Wayne Gretzky, man. Okay, that quote will forever.
Yeah, I hope he trademarked that. All right.
Oh
Okay.
man.
All right.
Oh,
I said,
man. Shout out to Angel Reese, aka Sid.
Fuck Angel Reese. Speaking of which, the rival one-on-ones. How you feel about that?
I'm actually watching the highlights of it right now. Shout out to Nafisa Collier. You know, she took that. Took on.
I think it's dope. You think the NBA steals that? You think the NBA steals it for the All-Star weekend?
Give it 2 years, they take it. 2 years, they take it.
I think so. I think they should.
Oh yeah, because this is what we want to see, bro. We want to see one-on-ones. We want to see LeBron get cooked by a fucking young ass rookie. Or
he definitely going. They're gonna wait till he out the league. Melo already said LeBron not playing one-on-ones.
Man, that nigga a weenie, bro. Stop running from the one-on-one fade, bro. You freaking being a little weenie. I mean, but yeah, because we seen a lot of upsets in just this one-on-one, right? We seen freaking just earlier today, Aaliyah Edwards freaking upset Arika Agumbawale. Like, shit.
Fucking Stewie got blanked.
Whoo! Stewie got goose egg, dog.
And you saw my wife, Skylar, was out there doing it.
Like, going insane. Oh my good. That's the reason why I'm like, yeah, we need this one-on-one fades, man. Like, y'all better stop running. Y'all scared to get embarrassed because y'all don't know how to play defense one-on-one.
Exactly.
We know that. That's the reason why there's help defense. It's okay. But come out here and get cooked, man. We need to see this one-on-one, man. 4 dribbles.
Because I want to see who can stop Kyrie one-on-one.
Come on. I'm trying to see. We really gonna see who can play defense, man. Y'all talking about, I'm the best. Yeah, let's get it.
Put it up. Let's see. Get Ant Edwards and all of them. Get out there. Let's see.
Or if you niggas is too weenie, right? I ain't gonna say the other word because YouTube might already be on our line from the jokes we dropped today, but it's okay. If you might believe you're a little bit too weenie, right? Go out and get one of these other athletes who say that they a top-ranked hooper and been in the gym and stuff like that, and you sponsor them and they win, and the money goes to the proceeds of whatever charity or whatever the case may be. But yeah, go out and get one of these athletes. You train them up, sponsor them, and stuff like that. And then
I agree.
You drop on the court like they do with the Celebrity All-Star game. But go out there and get a nice little cool little hooper that's kind of known a little bit.
I don't want to see nobody.
You niggas is too weenie.
I don't want to see not one more fucking non-NBA basketball player participate in an All-Star weekend.
Mel said, kill the Celebrity All-Star game right now.
No, I'm cool with the Celebrity All-Star game, but if we're gonna do one-on-ones and the slam dunk contest and the 3-point shootout, I don't want to see G League people in these contests.
He said no more Euro players.
Nah, I'm tired of that. Like, come on, man. It's called NBA All-Star Weekend.
He said, stop bringing the YouTube Ball of Life players.
Yeah, I don't want to see none of them. Fuck that.
And speaking of the Celebrity All-Star game, I ain't gonna lie to you. So when we get to like 1 million subs, we better get that call, gang.
I'm getting that. I better get that call.
We better get that call, gang. Because
I want the call for the Pro Bowl flag game.
Yep, need it.
And I want the celebrity NBA basketball game.
Period. Because I'm dropping 25.
And the celebrity softball team.
Oh, absolutely. Because somebody's getting taken deep. I'm
calling it too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Water, because that's where it's going. I'm pointing on Babe Ruth.
With the bat like this.
Yeah. You feel me?
Back it up.
Yeah. Take it back, because I'm telling you, I'm going over the wall. That's where this is going. Stop playing with me. And I'm coming for that celebrity. I'm telling you. But they talking about really coming up, because this is a football show. So they really talking about really coming up with this professional flag.
I'm going to get buckets, Mike, you understand. I was the original 3-and-D.
Come on, man. We really some hoopers out here, okay? I'm really my jab step. You feel me?
Yeah, I can't dribble for shit. But I'm Klay Thompson. I don't need dribbles. Just put me somewhere. Give me the ball. I'm putting it up. It's cash.
Oh, I'm off the dribble with it. 1-2 step. I'm to the rack. You feel me? Too quick. I'm trying to tell you, right? But hey, we are coming for everything that is ours. And You better hope I don't see you in the Celebrity All-Star game, man, because I'm telling you, I'm cooking you right now.
Yeah, the FTSL. We'll form our own FTSL starting 5.
Period. And we're gonna cook you because Troy is 6'3".
Yep.
All right. He the best power
Boo
forward.
Wop is little, but Boo Wop is like Dennis Rodman. He got the elbows and shit.
You know what I mean? We got our two. We got our big men. We got our guards. You know what I mean? And we got our wings. We solid.
We solid out there. We got our 5.
What's his? Hey, we got our 5. And we got our bench players. So stop playing. Stop playing with us, man. We really come out there and really give y'all some work, dog. Stop. Y'all better stop playing with us, man. You feel me? And we'll step on the other side and bust y'all on the flag football field too.
Mm-hmm. We got it. Like this is what we do.
Because we really like that.
Like again, and that's how we're gonna end it because we started it with we
really like that.
And we're gonna end it with
we really like that.
That's how we're gonna end this motherfucker tonight. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody who came through in the chat. Michael B. What was it? TD34.
Yes,
you gotta get you on Moolah Jup so we can get you on the show, brother.
Oh, most definitely.
Andre, you always in. You already know, Drake. So you already know. But appreciate it. This is the last NFL football.
NFL-based football show. Yes.
All right. So we're gearing up for season 3.
Gearing up for season 3. NFL draft coming at you live. Combine coming at you live. XFL updates coming at you live. We still gonna be covering women's football, so don't think that we didn't stop covering women's football. And whenever they drop this NFL flag football, because we've seen Daryl Doucette going out there going crazy against some celebrities, we're gonna cover that too, because we doing everything football. Y'all know what it is, man.
Yep. Speaking of what, I gotta reach out to Dawn and them. I gotta get them on here. I gotta get their schedule, so we can do our first Inside the Huddle remote. Won't be a broadcast or nothing, but we're just gonna go remote, hang out with the ladies at their first game of their season this year.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, 2025 is gonna be different for us. It's gonna be real different.
Real live, real different.
It's gonna be real different, man. Like so. Speaking of, I got these last 2 things I want to get out because the Kendrick shit, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Remember they was talking about the American flag and all the representation of what it is. I just want all you goofies that was saying, "Oh my God, look at the symbolism." Yeah. That's the PG Lang logo. If y'all don't know what PG Lang is, that's his clothing line that him and Dave Free started. And then the craziest one of all was the A on his chain. Everybody was like, "Oh, the A minor. Oh, he's trolling Drake." Again, PG Lang logo with 2 little kids, probably a minor. You got to answer to that one. I don't know why you got 2 little kids doing that with your logo there, brother. But I guess I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna let you know. I'm just saying. But some of the stuff that y'all was saying is not. It can be what y'all was saying, but it also could be something else. Art is subjective until the artist tells you themselves what it is.
Yeah, shoot. I guess even then, it's still subjective. So take it however you want. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit, it is what it is. I thought it was a goddamn fucking Amazon chain shit when I first saw it. So
that's when I first saw it. That's why I was like, why he got an Amazon chain on? Then everybody's like, no, that's for A minor. He's trolling Drake. And then I saw the PG Lang logo and I saw that and I was like, it ain't even that. So, hey, it is what it is. We appreciate everybody for popping in. We gonna pop out. Like I said, we got the draft stuff coming up. We got the combine stuff, women's football, spring football. We got all that stuff going on. Season 3. We will be rocking merch for season 3. So please,
definitely. More merch coming live.
Yeah, so the t-shirts will be popping. hats. We're trying to work on getting like some accessory stuff, but definitely t-shirts and hats. Those are going to be a go, and hoodies. So when those pop up, hit us up.
You know what it is, man.
All right. So with that being said, the NFL season is over, but the show does not stop. You will still be inside the huddle. We just got a different huddle to work in. Peace.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn